It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. He'll take this at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. He'll set up the screen. It's Hubbard. That's the first, but once more, he's past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Mayfield now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. This gets the first and more. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, here's Baker. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with second down. Baker now off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Escapes out to the left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And they forced a fourth down.
Koo able to put it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down. Special teams does their job. And now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Fields this one at the 3. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Jackson now on 3rd. Lester finds the football complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Blitz coming, Lamar. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That one gains 7. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. They'll run here on 1st down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. carry for him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Browns pick it up. Through the defense it goes, root to burn. And this return will reach the end zone for a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Cool with the extra point. And the Browns go up 10-zip here in the first. Nice little energy on their sideline after that bumper return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st down, Jackson. Jump off caught by his back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. And again, it's Jackson. Chased out to his right. It's his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lamar throwing again. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
It's a gain
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Andrews has it, work in the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Now it's Lamar. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Loop knocks it through, and that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
McCole Hardman now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
It's Judkins on the counter. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Another game to Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Likely's got it right side. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Lamar back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back and run. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He put everything he had into this one. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. And that's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Baker now from the gun. So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. It's a big strike to Hill. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st down, here's Baker. Right back to Hill, this is caught. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Browns 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Once more, it's Mayfield. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Taken in by Hill. Right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Into a crowd, and intercepted! And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. 18 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. First down, here's Lamar. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Jackson hits him on the out route. Continuing to move past the 45. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Rolling out to his left. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow. It puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Lamar now from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Browns pick it up. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
There are so many fundamental details to play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you got to have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Here's Judkins on 1st down. He gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Play action. Here's Mayfield. Throw right side. Caught by Fanning. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled there by Mike Green.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Mayfield. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Koo able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Okay, they got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting at the 10. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Lamar off the play fake. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. But that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
On first down, they'll run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Jackson looking to throw. Bateman hauls it in. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Flowers will go in motion left. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Brought in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag, no down with him. Let's see, did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? So now, following the penalty, here's first and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the third. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hardman with a return. Jukes away from one. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Vacates quickly left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. BAL with the INT. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponents celebrate the end zone.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. A little screen pass for Judkins. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's good for the Browns. First down.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. First and 10 from the 43. They'll run it with Hill. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Baker now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Mayfield now from the gun. Oh, he lost the football. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. The Browns are lining up to punt. He gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. It is caught left side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that 1st down marker.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. One of the tight ends motions right. Now Jackson on 3rd down. That one finds his man, likely. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Out of in the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Looking to throw. Wester finds the football, complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Give here to the motion man. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Return starts at the 9. He's brought down just inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Fits it through the middle. And he's out and clear. At the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Fans to the line now. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Headed out right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Setting up to pass. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line, Brock. Knocked down a step or two shy of it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here he is to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
He's going deep this time. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those two drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. Another one for Judkins. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Taken in by Hill, right side. And there's a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Mayfield sucks it, starts running. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Choke the ball himself for a big run.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. From the gun, Judkins. He dodged the tackle. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns go up by 6.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Challenge has been laid down, partner, and it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up first and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down, here's Lamar. Right back to Flowers they go. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Throwing again is Lamar. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Handoff now from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd, as they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Here's Luke for the point after. And everyone can breathe easier here as he knocks the point after through. And now it's golden goal here in overtime. Next score wins. Next score wins, but hardly any time left to make it happen as we're away once again. Hardman with a return. Escapes the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Baker now from the gun. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Incomplete.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The right side hauled in by Collins. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
First down.
And they'll take a timeout with just a single second left on the clock in overtime. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Throwing, Baker. And this one is launched downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. So through all the moments that could have tilted the scales toward one sideline or the other, these two teams play through overtime and still can't find a winner, as this one ends in a tie. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.